Qatar says negotiations over Gaza ceasefire are not positive. Bloomberg, Qatar's foreign minister said negotiations aimed at securing an Israel-Hamas ceasefire and the release of hostages haven't progressed as hoped, with issues such as how to address the unfolding humanitarian crisis in Gaza still to be resolved. The U.S. signaled over the weekend that it would oppose a potential vote in the UN Security Council calling for a humanitarian ceasefire, saying a proposed resolution may run counter to a sustainable end to the conflict. Weekly Forex forecast: NASDAQ 100 Index, S&P 500 Index, Bitcoin, Pound Sterling to US Dollar to Japanese Yen, New Zealand Dollar to Japanese Yen, Cocoa. The overall result was a loss of 1.83%, resulting in a loss of 0.46% per asset. Last week saw even lower directional volatility in the Forex market, with no significant currency pairs or crosses fluctuating by more than 1%. There was important action in U.S. stock markets. Last week again saw new all-time high prices reached by the benchmark S&P 500 Index, the NASDAQ 100 Index, and the Dow Jones 30 Index. However, this happened early in the week before a later sell-off happened, which tech stocks in particular ended the week notably lower. China's travel spending during Lunar New Year holidays beats pre-COVID levels. Beijing, tourism revenues in China during the Lunar New Year holidays that ended on Saturday, February 17, surged by 47.3% year-on-year and surpassed 2019 levels, thanks to a domestic travel boom amid a longer-than-usual break, official data showed on Sunday. The data may offer temporary relief to policymakers as the world's second-largest economy has been facing deflationary risks amid weak consumer demand, but the sustainability of the tourism boost is uncertain and the tourism revenue per trip remained below the pre-pandemic level. Cracks start to emerge in global central bank synchronicity. Bloomberg, the four-year synchronization among developed world central banks might be about to weaken as domestic drivers take over from global trends in determining price outlooks. A pioneer of inflation targeting in the early 1990s, New Zealand has a knack of setting trends in monetary policy. And it may do so again by snapping the policy uniformity, with traders pricing the possibility of an interest rate hike that ANZ Bank economists say could come as soon as February 28. Morgan Stanley accused of duping ECB with token job title. FT Bloomberg, a senior banker who was dismissed by Morgan Stanley, alleged the company made up his job title to meet European requirements on post-Brexit rules, the Financial Times reported. The banker was given the title head of loan trading when he joined Morgan Stanley in Frankfurt in April 2021, but testified he was told not to use the title, the paper said. The title was part of an effort by the bank to convince regulators that Morgan Stanley had moved top staff to Frankfurt to comply with post-Brexit rules, the FT said. Machinery orders in December 2023 and forecast for January to March 2024. The total value of machinery orders received by 280 manufacturers operating in Japan increased by 10.3% in December from the previous month on a seasonally adjusted basis. In October to December period it increased by 0.9% compared with the previous quarter. Private sector machinery orders, excluding volatile ones for ships and those from electric power companies, increased a seasonally adjusted by 2.7% in December, and showed decreased by 1.0% in October to December period. Thank you.